Hello, everyone. It's all blending together after almost 40 years of being in business as a natural health practitioner, iridologist, herbologist, owning many formulas, working with a number of clients and people. I'm going to share with you a story of where I'm at today. Things may be changing drastically with miracles of health, not for the worse, always, always for the better. So I have been going through a whole lot of changes in these last 3 months. So probably this has been going on for a while, but I want to share with you where this has brought me. And some of this information may be really exciting and interesting to some of you to explore. Some of you may say, yeah, maybe she's just now lost all her marbles. And that's okay too. Okay, we are here living, to me, during a time, how important it is to follow our own truth, how important it is to listen to the promptings of our own intuition, our own spirit. And that's totally what I'm doing. In the last 6 months, I have seen a variety of clients. I've talked to a variety of people on the phone who are having astounding health results, from off their high blood pressure medication, cholesterol medication. They're not doing insulin anymore. They're no more migraines. Psoriasis has completely cleared up in a year or less, the average person sharing. And I wanted to know what are they doing? What is, the common denominator? What's going on? What is their pH level with what they're doing? Every one of these people said they are on the carnivore lifestyle way of eating. And I steer away from the word diet a little bit because a lot of this is just a protocol of what can work for you. And so as I was listening to this, and I really believe in praying, I really believe in meditating and tapping into my higher self and the divine essence of intelligence, and saying something is to this. I am seeing people who their body is transforming, but I also see a strength in their spirit, a strength in their mind. They're sharing, how sharper their mind is and their endurance is. So here we go. I thought I would try it for 30 days. In 30 days, I was completely blown away, and I'll share some of the findings. So then I decided another 30 days. I got even more results on a physical level, on a mental level, on an emotional level. And then now I'm into my next 30 days, which is going on 90 days. I want to share with you some of the results I'm getting. And I want to qualify that all my years of healing, and I've gone through natural healing of cancer, diverticulitis, Epstein-Barr, rheumatoid arthritis. So back to deciding I'm going to eat only meat, and they call it beef, bacon, butter, water, salt. I incorporate wild-caught salmon. I incorporate chicken, and I'm choosing meats that don't have nitrates, antibiotics in them as well. And in my first 30 days, which is staying consistent up till now, I was shocked to know that my carpal tunnel in my left hand that has been bothering me for a while is completely cleared up. I'm like, how is this happening? That is cleared up. I was to have surgery. My plan was to have surgery this summer, thinking all those years of doing body work, massage work, healing, and working with the tissues with people heavy lifting, on and on. This is just something you do when you hit a certain age and that bothers you. Well, it cleared up. That got my attention very strongly. And I'm going to list some of the issues or conditions that have really cleared up. I have had plaque build up on my teeth for years, and the dentist just didn't even know how to, stop it, except I have to have it cleaned off every week. I would do it then. That has completely stopped. I don't have any more plaque buildup on my teeth. There was a certain tooth off and on would bother me. It's completely gone. Another thing I didn't expect, wasn't as aware of, is like clenching down on my jaws, gritting my teeth. That stopped as well. So I have no more problems in the mouth jaw area. It could be from now chewing all this meat, but when you think of it, we eat way too many soft foods and processed foods, from sugar products to carbohydrate products. All of our holidays, all of our birthdays, and it just goes on and on. It's centered around desserts and sugars. And I would say probably close to 8 months ago, prior to doing this, I started cutting back even more on sugars. Sugar to me, sugar cane, cocaine, maybe it's one molecule apart. It's very addictive. To me, it's a drug, and the body craves it. And the more, even parasites you have crave the sugar, and the sugar is also a good environment for the parasites. I've seen the connection with this. And then I did decide to start cutting back more on carbs. But when I completely cut both of those out and went with meat, the healing in my body just was astounding. If I walked too long, my right hip felt like it could catch some, it would pull, it hurt a little. My bounce has improved quite a bit of how I get up, how I get down, how I move. I have no hip pain whatsoever at this point. Also, there was a particular hemorrhoid I had since my last child, close to 40 years ago. That just went away. It didn't really bother me, but that completely cleared up. Watching my body heal itself even at a faster rate since I have been doing the carnivore eating plan. And by that, again, I want to say no carbs, no sugar for the most part. And I'm going to be teaching, if somebody is interested in this, how you can slowly walk into this. After going full blown into this, I've learned some things after the fact that it might be a little more gentle. The concept of hydrating your body, I thought I was hugely hydrating my body with drinking all this water a day. It's almost feeling like I don't need as much, but I could tell the water is purified water is getting more to my cells and my organs. I could feel it in my skin. My skin is changing drastically. Some of you know I love swimming. I love the sun. I love the ocean. I love being outside nature. And it can be really hard on your skin. But it's my skin is turning into baby soft skin, even on my legs where I have been in the sun a lot. It's so fascinating. It's all changing with the skin, and I've heard this a lot with people doing the carnivore, and they're saying you digest better, you hydrate better, but it's a big change of what happens in the colon area. That's the area I'm really, really investigating right now, of how this affects with the colon, because as you know, some of you I have worked for years and years. They'll call me the human plumber, because really big in the body's ability to digest, absorb, and eliminate properly what that does. So I'm redefining some of this. A number of the things that I've been taught for years and years and years, and have teach for years and years, I am rethinking some of this based upon my experience. I'm not saying for anybody else to do this. I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing, and this is what I'm discovering. In the 7-week mark, I lost 26 pounds. I wasn't trying to lose weight. That wasn't my goal. My goal was, can this take my healing on a level deeper than where it is? I always knew there's something more that could be done with healing than what I'm doing. And what part am I still missing? I knew this intuitively. I'm amazed at my stamina, my spiritual strength, the memory, the focus on the brain. My first month in doing the carnivore eating plan, my brain literally would sweat day and night, just sweat, not the rest of my body. But if you think of it, all the chemicals, some of you, maybe not all of you, from the hair highlighting, or the years of the shampoo, or the years of hairspray, or or who knows what was ever exposed to the body that way. It just kept going on for a good month, and then it just completely stopped. I'm learning about oxalates that are in vegetables, that are in certain fruits, but predominantly in vegetables. And these oxalates store in the body, in the joints, in the cells, and I started really releasing a lot of oxalates, so much dumped out of my bones, my bone marrow, my joints. Oh my goodness, just everywhere. And then when I got through that, what they call an oxalate dumping, a detox, I would feel so much better. But it went on a level of detoxification deeper than I ever experienced before. And I knew it was pulling toxicity out of the system. How could eating steak every day do that? I eat liver once a week. I eat steak probably, it's rare I miss a day with that. I do a variety, again, of the fish and some of the other organ meats. But it's interesting how the fat in the steak helps to balance hormones, helps to help you lose weight. I am eating so much butter. I just found grass-fed butter. Oh, it's such a higher quality. It's delicious. I'm just amazed how much I will crave that, and how the appetite, the hunger changes completely. I rarely get hungry. That was brand new to me. And when I do get a little hungry, that's enough of a signal to say, okay, we're going to eat some meat. This is what we're going to do. And then when intuitively, this is how brilliant our bodies are. When I'm done, it doesn't even taste good anymore. I'm done. It just stops. And that's it, until the next time. So the average times I'm eating a day now is 2. It was 3 as I was starting to integrate with stuff, making some of the changeovers with things. But I could tell my insulin, my kidneys, everything is realigning. And I'm so excited about the clarity of my mind. I just want to keep creating. I was always creative, but focusing and really remembering some things better than before. And I feel like from my traumatic brain injury I had in 2016, things have improved greatly since I have been doing this. And why am I getting such rapid results? It could be because I have been doing the life wave patches for about the last year or more. I plan on continuing to do that. And if you're interested in that, please contact my company at Miracles of Health. We will send you good literature on that, help you with that, because I'm all about what does it take to really take care of these vessels on the outside, but on the inside? You know, this is an inside job, whether it's our food, it's our thinking, its quality of living, our lifestyle. As I have had years and years of detoxifying, juicing, using plants, um, I'm now at the point of seeing herbs are to be used medicinally. And I'm going to be incorporating this even more specifically, especially with those people who are choosing the carnivore path. And I am coming up with certain protocols, as well as it's an individual thing too. Some people are start in and they're more toxic than other people, that they've got toxins to clear out of the liver, the gallbladder, the colon, it goes on and on. But how to integrate this method of lifestyle. I recently had a birthday. I'm almost 70. But I had a meat cake. I didn't want cake. I don't even crave sugar or the carbs now at all. I don't even crave all the processed foods, and it was so satisfying having the meat cake. I didn't wake up having sugar and feeling depressed. Sugar is such a depressant to me. It always has been. It felt great the next day. I had good energy, ready to keep going. I just didn't have that craving for more sugar, and then got to eat the rest of the pie or rest of the cake, and ice cream on top and the chocolate syrup on top. It was so clean for me to do it this way. And I know there'll be a number of people will just say, "What in the world are you doing?" We're in a time to be open for change. Pay attention to the signals, to the messages. I wanted to pay attention to those people are saying, "I'm having good results. My pH is normal." I was taught if you eat all this meat, your pH will be acidic. To find out, where did that come from? There is no reliable tests, findings to prove that. I never questioned that before. I thought the meat would cause the gout. It does not cause the gout. I am meeting people, it's cleared up their gout. So today is my first recording to share some of the changes here. I'm going to be really opening up Miracles of Health, my company, to how to apply what we have in medicinal ways. And if I did not have all the years with Miracles of Health doing all that I've done, I truly don't believe I would have been as prepared for the astounding results that I am getting right now. People are dealing with a lot of mental stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights. I just don't feel that. I just don't feel that as I'm going through this. And if anything, I'm becoming more tuned in to the energies of healing, becoming more intuitive. And I believe the healing capabilities are just getting stronger from within me, and what I'm receiving, and how to assist other people, and being given direct guidance from up above. It's easier for me to meditate. It's easier for me to be still and quiet my mind. How that is all connecting into this lifestyle of eating, I'm not sure yet, except I'm just willing to do it. I am meeting people all over the world. They have been sending me emails that are touching my heart. There's such love and there's such care. We tend to want to, judge so much and and say, really look at our differences, or think, I am right, I've got it this way, and this is the way it's got to be. I can't do that. And that's what I'm walking with. This isn't about, I'm going to be dogmatic and now this is the only way, or the vegan was the only way, or vegetarian the only way. It's everybody's finding their path, their soul path here. And this is what I'm experiencing right now. You might want to check it out for yourself. If you have a lot of inflammation in your body, or you're having, there are a lot of people who do this just to lose the weight. I have to look at this holistically for me. And where is my third eye, my crown chakra? What is this doing to my whole being? Even definitely the physical, but even beyond. My endurance for swimming has never, ever been this strong. Just even overall, my endurance, the flexibility in the joints of my neck, that is huge. My vertebrae just move in place naturally now, and there's a lot more flexibility. So when we get out these oxalates out of the tissues, and when we're cutting out the processed foods, and the sugar is a big one that just eats up your nutrients in your body, and I am going to be doing a lot more recording. I'm going to look at how to integrate herbs medicinally, definitely continue to address healthy bowel movements and how that does change with meat, but what are the things that you can do to support using products I have formulated so your gut and your brain continues to operate with the highest amount of serotonin, dopamine. Isn't that what we want? To be happy, to be joyous, to be free, to be. Okay, and that means be willing to be open, be willing to change. If there's certain things, you want to research, you want to check this out, but you might just say for 30 days, I don't know, maybe I'll check it out, or see if there's something more that might help you to feel better sooner than later. I would just ask you to consider this, and please hit the like button, subscribe. I want to keep sharing this information. I will be putting out a lot more messages about this. I'm going to put out what have some of the changes felt like that I have been going through. What are some things that you could better prepare yourself for? You might be considering doing this. Absolutely. Do your research. Look at other people, doing this. I have been in touch with such a variety of doctors, getting incredible information, even studying off of this one doctor. He's an osteopath, surgeon, replaces hips, knees, shoulders. It's amazing just by changing to this protocol. The people who do it, it's rare they would need the surgery, but for those who don't, not one thing causes, not one thing cures, and not one thing is for everybody. Okay. So I'm just saying that we could be open and maybe consider that, there are other possibilities. Until then, keep creating the best miracles you could ever imagine and desire for yourself. And I'm here to support your magic. And let's just keep growing this all